I'm Zach. I'm our lead design engineer, and I help oversee production and new game development.
My name is Ryan. I'm the head of innovation, and I get to make all the cool new stuff.
And today we're doing Agree
Agree or disagree.
Escape rooms should avoid overly complex mechanisms to minimize technical failures.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a real danger in like doing something really, really cool, but like not necessary at all. There's a difficulty when you're designing a puzzle or like an experience to like do the thing that you know is like really cool to you because you're like an expert in that area. But most people are going to be wowed by something that's like way simpler. And so it's like usually not necessary to get the same cool factor, but with something that's easier to do and maintain.
I think I can agree there, and I think overly complex, right, being the key word. It's nice to get a little complex, and I love a good mechanism in an escape room.
Oh yeah.
But you know, it's not fun when it's not working, so it's got to be robust enough to actually work.
Yeah. Swayed him.
All right.
Got me.
This is the danger here.
Aesthetics and room design are just as important as puzzles themselves.
Agree. If a room doesn't look right and it doesn't match the story, it doesn't match the game design, you're kind of disconnected, you lose it for me. I do think puzzle design is more important. That's why I'm on just agree. But yeah, I think it does.
Yeah, I think your first impression of a room is like totally informed by the aesthetics, and then everything that happens after there is like based on that rapport. So like the game design being good is like a continuation of a good experience for like the aesthetics just like set the baseline.
Yeah, okay.
Building Borderlands has made you want to work with more IPs.
I'll put agree. I mean, the desire hasn't really increased because it's already been high. Being able to like take something that you love and pour back into the thing itself is a really, really cool experience. Made it seem a little bit more doable, like feasible, like having one under our belt. But the desire's always been pretty high.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, I think having kind of a clear design angle right off the bat, you know what it should look like, you know what it should feel like, and it kind of makes the design process, I think, that much more fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, getting to do that with more IP would be awesome.
Yeah, it's cool to be able to like get creative and like interpretations of stuff. Like guns are a huge part of Borderlands, so like how do we do that justice in an escape room? It's like really fun problems to solve, like from the beginning when you're not starting from like a totally blank slate.
And I'd add on top, you know, I don't know if I've seen better reactions from people than when they step into Borderlands and think, this is the coolest thing they've ever seen. You guys did the game justice. You know, you get all the compliments. The excitement that people have when they play and they step in that game has been probably higher than most of our other games.
Yeah. Escape rooms are easy to make. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I think
Answer.
it always feels like it should be a quicker process than it ends up being. And that's a difficulty like from a design point too. I get so many people, like my aunt texted me the other day like, oh, I've got this idea for an escape room, like you should do this and this, and it's like cool, like you've got like a premise there and you have like a few things that we could like include, but like there's just so much more that goes into it that you don't think of. Just getting to our demo stage is like a really big checkpoint for us to make sure that we're like moving in the right direction. Puzzle design is super, super tough.
So many challenges, and then how do you make it so it doesn't break is just a whole nother layer. It's almost impossible, but you do your best to have it last as long as you can, and not easy.
Yeah,
not easy.
Definitely.
The puzzles are harder to design than the aesthetic.
2, 1.
Yeah.
It's certainly harder for me, I think. I think you're better than I am at puzzle design.
It's also hard for me.
How do you have it work for different age groups and different experience levels and flow from one to the next without having red herrings? I mean, there's just a million angles you can look at it, and you might think you have a good puzzle design, and then you test it, and then you realize all the flaws that are in it. The aesthetic side, it's easier to just imagine an environment and sketch up, work as a team, and build something really immersive.
I feel like the risk is higher too on the
Yeah,
puzzle design
exactly.
side. Like if the aesthetic doesn't like perfectly land, it's not going to ruin the experience. That's, if like the puzzle is just too complicated
Yeah.
or it doesn't make sense, like that tangibly ruins the experience for you if you get stuck on it. I was waffling a little bit between agree and strongly agree, because like a big part of the puzzle design is aesthetics. So
Okay.
making sure that the things are clear that you need to be focused on, making those things stand out, and being able to include some background stuff that fades into the background more, that you can still provide the aesthetic of the room, the immersion, without like ruining the puzzles and stuff. So
Yeah.
It's acceptable to design puzzles that only a small percentage of players will solve.
3, 2, 1.
Look at that. Our first disagree.
yeah.
No, I think escape rooms are for the masses. I think most people like escaping. They like the feeling of success, and there's still so many people out there who haven't played an escape room. We've only played one, and to run into something that, almost nobody solves is kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I think if it's like game critical, then I would definitely strongly disagree.
Okay.
But if it's a Easter egg, or if it's a higher difficulty version of the experience, like I think there is definitely room to deliver on like a cool extra bonus thing for those players who like really crave it. There's definitely a risk of like playing it a bit too safe with your escape room experience, I think. Like once you've done a few, it's hard to find one that's like, this is our mega puzzle. Like, can you do this thing? Like, that's really appealing to players like me who kind of relish the challenge a little bit. So yeah, I'll say it shouldn't be like the crux of the experience, but I think there's room for it to exist.
Yeah, okay.
And then you move yours over to strongly disagree after this.
Nope.
A single standout puzzle is more important than a cohesive set of smaller puzzles.
1, go.
I think you obviously can't have completely disjointed logic leaps in a series of small puzzles, but assuming that that's not the case, having a great standout puzzle, it's what you're going to remember, it's what you're going to talk about afterwards. Peaks and valleys, and I think the peaks that you remember are the most important. And I love a good puzzle that you want to talk about
Yeah,
after.
that's true. I was waffling. It's like you kind of need both in the room.
Of course.
So that's like the cheater answer. Like, yeah, both are important. I think it's important though to provide like small wins for the groups as they're going through, like something to like keep motivation and keep buy-in and like feel like you're progressing through the room. Can be done with a big puzzle if it's like there are a bunch of pieces to it. Yeah, something that like keeps the room flowing. That's like where I feel like I get the most value out of the room. Like my group is like on it. We're locked in. We're running around. This thing we use, put it in the pile. These things we haven't used. Which of these go to the next thing? All right, it's this. We got this from it. This goes over here, and it's just like this like cool flow state that you get into with your group.
Build a lot of momentum.
Yeah. It should culminate in some cool moment of the experience that's the thing you remember. But yeah, I think the the game flow,
Yeah,
moving smoothly through it is pretty
I
important.
understand. Not changing my answer.
Yeah.
Red door has fun escape rooms. 3, 2, 1.
Come on.
Easy.
Easy answer. Of course we do.
And we're not biased at all.
Yeah, yeah. Wouldn't possibly be.
All right.
Do we get any redos?
We'll hit it in one.